Good Saturday to you. Well, I do want to talk about some dangerous fire weather that is expected to start moving in by Sunday morning, lasting as late as Tuesday afternoon. This is critical fire season, and I know we've seen a lot of fires already this year. I'm talking even as early as June into July. We've seen some of the biggest fires erupting, and then now we're starting to get into fire season when we start entering October into November, because these are the driest months in Northern California. We have very low humidity, dropping to as low as 5% for some areas. So anything that sparks a fire on any kind of grassland will move rapidly because of strong winds. So couple the dryness of the grass along with those strong winds, and we're talking very dangerous fire weather. So let's talk about the weather headlines for the weekend. Your Saturday, actually expect to be a beautiful day. Cool temperatures in the low 70s. The winds will be light. I'm talking 5-10 miles per hour. It's going to be a beautiful day Saturday. Everything changes Sunday. And here's what I'm talking about. The extreme critical fire danger, again, Sunday morning, it picks up through Tuesday. The most dangerous part of this is going to be overnight, Sunday night into Monday morning. And of course, that makes it more dangerous because you're sleeping. You're sleeping Sunday night into Monday morning, and anything that sparks or happens can happen very quickly. You need to be prepared. Get ready to grab anything you need and grab it and go if you do have to evacuate. The wind gusts are expected to reach 40 to 60 miles per hour, even as high as 70 for areas like the very high Sierra, some of the highest tip points there for some of the peaks, and then humidity again 5 to 25%. Now, overnight from Friday into Saturday morning, we saw humidity levels at 85%. Some spots even got very close to 100% overnight. So when humidity recovers overnight to 85 to even close to 100%, hey, that means you're getting dew on the grass, you're getting some moisture out there, you're getting a little bit of the wetness in the grass that you're used to seeing. When we have things like 5 to 25%, you're not getting dew. There's no dew points in the near or a close future. You're looking at a couple days to see things recover. That's why it becomes dangerous, especially through the overnight hours when winds start to pick up again. Now, please be prepared for down trees. And of course, down trees could cause down power lines. There will be a very, very good chance and likelihood, I'm going to tell you, there's going to be PG&E power shutoffs for areas as low as areas like Cameron Park, around Folsom Lake, up through Placerville, the High Sierra. A lot of areas extended with this red flag warning in place and PG&E power shutoffs. Now, this is also going to extend for the Sonoma County areas, the Napa County, even north of Fairfield, Vacaville areas, looking at some of that fire danger with PG&E power shutoffs close and around Lake Berryessa. And that's where we actually saw the Pope fire break out. The area of Angwin, that's between Lake Berryessa and Lake Sonoma, that's where there's a current fire burning. It's 25% contained as of Saturday morning, and we could see that spread very rapidly as we move into Sunday. So today is a prime day for firefighters to get out there, make sure they can try and contain the fire as much as possible, because it will be very dangerous by Sunday. So now that you know, please be prepared. Get down Halloween decorations, anything you can to prepare for all the windiness that, hey, maybe you're not in the zone, but you can bring in the umbrella still. And if you are in a zone that's dangerous, please create some defensible space around your home. This is something you probably should have done already earlier in the season. You want to get the weeds, you want to cut everything out away from your home as much as possible. Create a distance from grassland to your home. Maybe water the area, wet it down. You do not want to mow your lawn though. Right now is not when you should be mowing your lawn. Anything that sparks a fire will spread rapidly. So if your lawnmower hits a rock, that could spark a fire. Very dangerous situation. Do not mow the lawn now, but you do want to try to create any defensible space, whether that even means shoveling things out. Okay, not trying to give you a lecture, I just really want you to be safe. Here's what we're looking at in the red flag warning. This is central areas of California all the way up. You can see it there, Medford, Oregon. That's a long way. This is a massive space. We're talking so strong winds that these winds are going to create and spread fires so quickly. That's why most of Northern California is dealing with the red flag warning in place. We do have here still an area of gray. That is for some thick or dense smoke that's coming off the creek fire. They do expect that to still infiltrate a lot of areas further south because the winds, they're going to be coming in out of the north. they're going to start moving their way north to south, and that's where you see the spread of the fire right around here, pushing the smoke south. Now I'm going to show you what's happening. We do have a high pressure system offshore. We do have a very deep trough that's starting to build. When you have the two together, basically a high and a low pressure system, they're pushing up against each other. What's happening with that, it's creating pressure, a strong pressure. With pressure comes strong winds. You're looking at that high pressure ridge building, it's pushing up. Meanwhile, this low pressure system right here is starting to push south. The two up against each other, that's where we're going to get the strong winds coming in from the north to the south. This may actually be a possibility for a record event of winds for the year. We haven't seen or predicted or forecast winds this strong since last year. 60-mile-per-hour winds, that's so strong. So this is going to be possibly a record event so far this year. We're not saying it couldn't be broken. Hopefully it doesn't. But we're saying, hey, strong winds. Might be the windiest you've seen all year. All right, let's talk about these futurecast winds. When we move into Sunday 10 a.m., that's when you're going to start seeing things change, especially for areas north of Fairfield. Take a look as it moves all the way up through the coastal range there. Some of the orange spots are 30, 35-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and we are expecting to see the strong winds continue for the remainder of your Sunday afternoon. As we move into the afternoon hours, you notice the winds begin to spread into the valley. Sacramento, around 20-mile-per-hour winds near Marysville. We do have a few flare-ups. You can see there, areas like Woodland could see a flare-up up to 30, 35-mile-per-hour winds. So these are the regular winds. These aren't even the predicted futurecast gusts. We could see gusts up to 50 miles per hour and as high as 60 to even 70 miles per hour for areas right up here through the Sierra. Watch this. As I move forward in the timeline of when we expect the strongest winds, we start moving to the overnight hours, and as we get to Monday, 1 a.m., again, this is why I stress this is so dangerous. We're all sleeping when we start seeing this. The strongest winds coming in here at 50 plus miles per hour. You're also looking at Santa Rosa. Again, I mentioned the Pope fire broke out on Friday, 25% contained right around the Sonoma area. That's what's scary. These winds pick up in the exact spots we're already seeing fire danger. So that's what's going to make everything very scary overnight. You can see the strong wind gusts start to move into areas of South Sacramento through the Delta and Fairfield. A big flare up overnight, 35-mile-per-hour wind gusts from Sunday into Monday morning at 1 a.m. So this will continue into Monday morning, and this is where it gets scary. Please be prepared. If you are in these zones where you're seeing some of the strongest winds, you can pretty much expect if anything starts, it's moving so fast. And if you're in an area where there's topography, I'm talking steep mountains, cliffs, gaps, ridges, canyons, anything like that, fire moves very quickly up and down those things. So please be ready for that too. You want to have your bag on the side, you want an emergency kit in your car, you want to just grab what you need, documents, computers, even just have everything close by each other. Takes as easy as maybe 5 minutes to grab those things and put them together in a cluster. So if something breaks out, you're not looking for it overnight, trying to turn on the lights. You might not even have power, because guess what? Those areas are getting cut power. PG&E power shutoffs, you don't have light. You're going to have a flashlight. So make sure you even have that prepared if you are staying in your home at that time, or maybe you have a friend's house to go to. You might want to plan to do that even from Saturday into Sunday. Take a look at 5 a.m. You still continue to see the strong winds, and they actually begin to spread further. So as we can move into Monday morning, do expect to see very strong winds, especially even if you have to drive to work. It's going to be a big concern. All right, so when you're asked to leave, leave. Please leave. If you take more time to leave and you've been issued evacuation warning, take that time to just leave, because you take a lot more time to get out of your house. If you're someone who needs that time, take it. You have pets, you have animals, take that time and use that as I better just leave now, not be ordered to leave. So just keep that in mind, and you want to take everything you can. Like I mentioned, have everything just prepared. All right, now that I'm done lecturing you, let's talk about the temperatures. We're looking at cooler temperatures, which is nice, right? Low 70s out there for the weekend. Into the early week, we'll start to see the mid 70s by the midweek. You're looking at Wednesday there at 77, to the upper 70s closer toward the weekend, and that kind of just continues at a steady upper 70s into next week. So hopefully we can hold on to these 70-degree temperatures as we continue to move through November, because we are starting to near the end of October, and things can start calming down, especially with those winds.